Hey, what's going on? Rakeem Madison here, and on today's live video, I want to talk about something that is so important, and even the billion-dollar companies are focusing on it. And most of the social media platforms out there that most of you that are watching this are probably using right now to market your businesses, they are focused on this measurement. So it's probably a good idea that if they're focusing on it, right, and they're worth probably way more than you probably watching this video, then it's probably something that you want to take heed of, inside of your business. Okay. So what I want to do, guys, is I'm going to be talking about something that is key. It is important. And I'm going to kind of bring in some marketing, bring marketing into it as well, because I think it really relates. All right. So for the people that are on right now, let me know where it is you're coming in from. I always love to connect with, new people each and every single day. I always try to, continue to grow my audience. So if you're new on here, maybe it's your first time, you don't know who I am. I go by the name of Rakeem Madison. And if you're new, just drop me a comment down below, letting me know, where it is that you're tuning from. All right. All right. So go ahead and put that down there real quick. So everybody that come on, drop that down below. But we're going to go ahead and get into the topic because I don't want to stay on here too long. I just want to drop some value and then get off of here. All right. All right. So every social media platform is focused on this one crucial measurement. Can anybody take a guess? If you're on here watching, whether you're watching this live or you're watching this on a replay, let me know, what do you think it is? What is that one measurement that, most of all the top social media platforms that you're probably watching videos on, creating content, what is that one measurement that they're all focusing on? And I want to know if you are actually focusing on. All right. So let's get into it. So, all right. So right now, if you're in the marketing world, internet marketing, we think a lot about, we build these capture pages, landing pages, screen, like whatever you call it. And we're trying to get people to, we're trying to create some type of interest in a specific type of person. And we're trying to get it to where they're going to give their information and we're going to, eventually get to a sale, right? Eventually. But a lot of times I actually feel that what I'm about to talk about is actually the new opt-in and also the new email list. So when somebody opts in, if they don't buy on the first go, which most people don't buy on the first go, right? You got to kind of nurture the people that are coming on your list. Obviously that's a process. But what I want to be talking about here is I want you to think about Netflix real quick before I kind of tell you guys what this is. So with Netflix, what has Netflix been doing for years now? Every time that you watch every time you watch a show, you notice after that show, hold on. After you watch a show on Netflix, you get something that's similar to that show, right? So if you ever paid attention to that, if you've ever, been on Netflix, you paid attention to that, just drop me a 1 down below. So you always get something that's similar to it. And so what is Netflix doing? They're showing you something that you're interested in, and they're continuously showing you that. So after each and every show, you get something that's similar each and every time, right? And they just keep going throughout the process. What other platforms are you noticing that are doing the same exact thing? Now, if we look at how Facebook used to be, let me take this off. If we look at how Facebook used to be, when you used to scroll down your news feed a long time ago, what you would notice is that there will be a lot of pictures and a lot of just text posts, right? And you didn't see all of the emojis that you see on the news feed now, right? You see a lot more videos, right? So what do you notice? And this happens to me a lot. Like when I'm on my phone, I'm watching marketing. Sometimes I'm watching marketing videos. Sometimes I'm watching other influencers, in the industry, right? And then a lot of times, if I've ever watched any piece of content, it could be like a prank video, it could be like chiropractic video, it could be like whatever it is. Because sometimes those chiropractic videos come up, I guess, because I've engaged with it, at one point or another. And sometimes those prank videos come up as well. But what I notice is that happens every single time. So it doesn't matter what what marketing video or what piece of content that I'm watching for some top, marketer or whatever. Every time the video that's below it is something that it's usually like those chiropractic videos where you see they like cracking their necks and all that crazy stuff. To me, and I don't want to kind of get off topic, but I don't know, that chiropractic stuff is a little bit scary to me. How many people on here have ever been to to get, like, I guess they call it like an adjustment, but it always kind of piques my interest a little bit, because I'm like, man, it looks like that really hurts. I don't know. Have anybody on here ever got like an adjustment from a chiropractor? Let me know in the comments. All right. So yeah, kind of getting back on the topic. I was noticing, I'm like, man, they always show me similar videos to that. So the thing that I'm relaying, that I'm kind of talking about, is engagement. Engagement, guys. So we've heard, like, where people talk about engagement is not everything, right? Which is not everything. It's not the end all be all. Like getting a whole bunch of engagement on your video or your posts, it's not that important, but it does have some type of importance to it, because the social media platforms, they're all focusing on it. YouTube, they're going to share a video that obviously makes them more money, right? If that video makes them money, guess what? They're going to keep showing it to more and more people because it's making them money. If that video has a high watch time, YouTube is also going to continuously share that video out. So what they're doing is they're looking at, they're measuring engagement. They want to know, they want to keep, they want to make sure the content that's creating the best engagement is what's actually getting shared. So with you knowing this as a marketer, right? With you knowing this as a marketer, and you understand they're measuring engagement, then that's something that you need to be measuring as well, right? Paying attention to what's happening. Like, is your content kind of like, you can kind of pay attention, especially on YouTube. And this is why I love YouTube. And I'm a little bit biased. I like Facebook too. But with YouTube, I'm able to literally like really dive into like my analytics and all of those different things. So then I can make it better, like when I'm putting out new content. So what I'm saying is that I feel as if content is the new opt-in, because a lot of times when a person, especially now with all the way that all of these algorithms are working, you are actually, as soon as you watch something, the algorithms are registering that, oh, he just watched that and he actually stayed on there for a considerable amount of time, or she actually stayed on there, for a considerable amount of time. So they must have liked that. And especially the moment that you actually engage with it, because yes, you watched it, they're getting the watch time. They pick that up as well. But on top of that, if you hit like the love, or if you hit, the reaction, or if you're on YouTube and you hit the like button, they're going to share more content that is similar to that same content. So what that's doing is that's actually building an audience for you. Like on YouTube, when you create content, what most people don't know is that YouTube automatically creates an audience of the people who watch their video. Automatically. So if I'm using like YouTube ads, right, which I do use YouTube ads, anybody who's ever watched a YouTube video on my channel, I could retarget them. Now, of course, I would do it a lot more strategic, right? I'm not just going to target my entire audience, right? I want to be strategic with it. But the same thing applies on Facebook. Now, not so much when you do it organically. Like, they still track when you do it organically, like I'm doing this live right now. So I want to know, I want to ask this question. Has anybody that's on here right now watching me, have you, if this is your first time, then I won't say anything. But if you've been watching me over the past couple of days, and you've been watching my lives, had it seemed like you've been seeing my content a lot more? Just let me know down below in the comments. And for the new people on here, if you're new and you don't even know who I am, I want to know. Come back to this live video tomorrow or over the next couple of days, and I want to know, are you starting to see my content a lot more? Because all that really is, it's not even that I'm putting out more content. It's just the algorithm has picked you up and they realize, oh, this person likes this person content. He stayed on that live video for 5-10 minutes straight. That shows a likability. So now the algorithm is going to keep showing you, keep on showing it to you, keep on showing it to you, of course, until you get to a point where they notice you're not really engaging as much as you were at, one particular point. Same thing with YouTube. Same thing with Facebook. I would assume I'm not on LinkedIn as much. I do hop over there from time to time, but I would assume it's the same exact thing, right? They're all measuring engagement. So it's best that you understand that when you create this content, whether you're doing it on a business page, if it's Facebook, if it's your Facebook business page, then anything that you're doing over there, that's obviously being recorded, and Facebook is creating an audience automatically, just like over on YouTube. So you can actually use that as leverage, because as long as a person watches a video or they engage with your page in any way, you can actually retarget them. Okay, you have the ability to retarget them, run ads to them, and so on and so on. Same thing applies with your regular profile. You can do it on here too. It's just they have to actually engage with your content. They have to be watching your videos. They have to be liking your posts, because the moment that they engage, I'm telling you, Facebook is going to keep sharing their stuff to you over and over until it gets to a point where you just don't engage as much. Okay, so engagement, right? Like I said in the beginning, there's been, a little bit of controversy over it. Some people say like, engagement is not that important, but I still say it has some, like some importance to it, because the algorithms use it to share your stuff out more. And if you don't have engagement, like let's say for instance that you make a post, and this is not to make anybody feel bad or whatever, but if you make a post and it doesn't get that engagement, let's say a full day goes by and you have 10 likes, right? Or you have 5 likes on a post. Now, remember what I said, it's not the end all be all. But if you go a full day or you go a couple of hours and you're not getting engagement, it's because the algorithm pretty much works like this. So once you make a post on here on Facebook, let's just go for Facebook. When you make a post and within that, let's just say the first 10 minutes. So let's say for the first 10 minutes, you start getting, let's say you get 2 likes, right? And then they're going to push it out some more to a certain amount of people. They're going to see it. And then once somebody else gauges from that group, then it's going to continue to push pretty much like that until it gets to a point where, kind of like what I was saying earlier, is it's going to get to a point where it won't push anymore. But the good thing about the algorithm is that, the Facebook algorithm is, let's say a post has been out for some time, and then all of a sudden it kind of like stopped in its tracks a little bit. It don't seem like it's getting as much engagement. Well, you can literally go back. You can literally go back and make that post start going in the algorithm by just, either liking it or commenting on it. And you want to make sure you're just going back to actually, you want to make sure you're actually going back to, respond to a comment, and you're not just, just trying to juice the algorithm by commenting on your own posts, right? So definitely make sure, you're doing it, because you can get punished if you're doing it in, I guess, what you would call like an abusive way. All right. So let's see what we got on here, because I know I've been kind of going on and on. Angela Jones. Okay. So we got Kimothy in the house. What's going on, Kimothy? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Kimothy says I kind of got lost in like my conversation, so I know y'all probably was talking about this stuff as I was talking. But here we go. Angela Jones in the house. What's going on, Angela? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. She says, "Hey, Rakeem." Coming in from live hashtag live Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Shout out to Wisconsin. I can't even speak. Milwaukee. Shout out to Angela. Angela says yes. Rhea says, I've seen your live here and there. Thanks for showing up, Rhea. Good to see you on here. Appreciate you. Rhea says here and there. Oh, okay, with the correction. Kimothy says, this has been the first time watching you this year. I'll keep that in mind. Definitely, Kimothy. I appreciate you for showing up. Kimothy says, good value. Thanks. I appreciate it. So yeah, guys, hopefully this, live video here tonight was valuable. I got a few things I got to do before I actually call it a night. I just want to come on here, share some value with you guys, and hope that you actually use this information and keep it in your mind that they're measuring engagement. So your job is to, obviously continue to engage with other people, build your audience so that you can continue to provide the most amount of value in the marketplace, but understand you're only going to grow based upon your engagement. That's the only way that these platforms are really going to share your message out there the way that you're trying to get things going. All right. So with that being said, if you got some value, go ahead and give me a thumbs up or a heart, a surprise face, whatever you thought about the content. Drop me a comment down below letting me know if this was helpful. And if you want to learn how to create a professional online presence in literally 3 steps, comment more information down below and I'll reach out to you with the information. All right. So with that being said, I look forward to seeing you in the next live video. Peace.